Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your bonus reading number 1 for the month of November 2018. When I was thinking about the bonus readings, I thought to myself, well, we're coming up to Christmas now. We're nearly at Christmas time, and you know, we're 7 weeks away, and there are 3 kind of points within the year where single people looking for love will think, oh, I really want a relationship. And that is usually Valentine's. You know, people want to go out for nice meals with their lovers, and they want to stroll by a nice park or whatever it is that they do. You know, nice lingerie people want to buy for their loved, you know, for someone that they're involved with, nice roses, chocolates. So people really want love in time for Valentine's. The other time I notice that a lot of people want love is kind of around the summertime. So that's going out and, you know, having picnics with your partner and going on holiday with your partner and, you know, just enjoying the outdoors. A lot of people want to have that fun element in a relationship in the sun. And the other part is Christmas. You know, people want to be able to go and have a drink and a nice toddy down at the pub or bar with a fire and Christmas shopping arm in arm and all that nice sort of idealistic stuff that goes on with relationships. So I thought, well, we're 7 weeks off Christmas, and it's a good time to look at whether some of you guys will have love in time for Christmas, because it's 7 to 8 weeks. You know, and if you think about it, we're looking at 2 months probably, because you're looking at from the beginning of November to the end of December in a way. So we're looking at around 2 weeks, 2 months, sorry, for love. So let's have a look if love is coming in for those of you who are single and those of you who are looking for love. If you're in a relationship and you're happy, this is not the reading for you, okay? I'm just saying that. I'm sick of people commenting on the videos and saying, oh, that's a negative reading because I'm in a good, you know, if a reading shows up as not being that great and you're in a really great place with your partner, then just go away and go and bother somebody else's channel and look at it. And if something says really good, then good for you. They're general readings, and please, I can't stress enough, people just accept that. The readings so far that we've done, I've done all of the water signs so far and all of the air signs. They've turned out to be really, really positive and good. So let's have a look. Sagittarius. Did I say Leo or Sagittarius? I think I said Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, let's have a look at what's coming in for you guys. I hope I said Sagittarius because this is Sagittarius's reading. So we're using the Everyday Enchanted Tarot by Poppy Palin, and we're using for your main reading and the Giant Rider-Waite for the clarifiers. Love both decks because they're clear, they're big and they're bright. So let's have a look then. Let's shuffle the cards, Sagittarius, and see what's coming in for love for you guys in the next 2 months. So the Universe Spirit, show me, will Sagittarius have love, new love? This is for singles and those looking for love. Will Sagittarius have new love coming in? Will they have new love coming in between the months of November and December? I want to see if they're going to have new love for Christmas. Will they have new love for Christmas? Will Sagittarius have new love coming in for Christmas? Will Sagittarius have new love coming in? Will they have new love in a 11 card Celtic cross reading? Will Sagittarius, Sun and Rising signs, have new love coming in? Will they have new love coming in for the month of for Christmas? Show me. Okay, let's split the deck. 1, 2 and 3. And let's collect it back up like so. And we're going to just place the cards. So we're looking at the present situation showing here. And what we're going to look at here is, this is you, your significator, who you are. This is what's influencing you, Sagittarius. And this is what the root cause is in this area here. This is the recent past area here. And this area here is the most likely outcome for love coming in by sort of Christmas, end of December. This is the immediate future. So this is actually showing the most likely outcome says, well, depending on what goes on here and here, this is the you now position. This will be the most likely outcome dependent on those factors. But this is really what's coming in for some of you guys between November and December. And this will be what the influences are. So this is the influences around this situation coming in. This will be your hopes or fears, and this will be the overall outcome. Okay, so there we go. We've got the cards down, and let's have a look. So you guys are showing as being the, oh wow, how many times have I seen this card show up for the signs today? It's amazing. You're the 7th sign that I'm reading for today, and it's just incredible how many times that Ace of Wands has shown up either here or here. If if it's here, because this is you, and even though you've got a significator, so I'm showing you twice. Once as the significator. If you showed us a 9 of coins, say, for example, in your significator, you might show us somebody on their own, but somebody who enjoys being on their own because you're very focused on your career. This is about what you're doing right now. So the Ace of Wands, I think that you guys are showing us, when you show us the Ace of Wands, it's a card about enthusiasm and excitement. And I think that for some of you Sagittarians, you are enthusiastic and you're excited and, you know, you're ready with this Ace of Wands to start something new in your life. It's about starting a new relationship. Ace of Wands is all about new relationships and new passions. So I feel that you guys showing us the Eight of Wands, you have the fire, you've got the passion, you've got the excitement, you've got the motivation, you've got the ambition, you've got the drive, all of those words showing there. Okay, it is very masculine energy as well with the Ace of Wands. So for a woman, nothing is holding you back. You're completely driven, 100% with an Ace of Wands, around starting a relationship, a new relationship with someone. So nothing's holding you guys back here, which is good. The root issue, why this is happening, is because, well, the Ten of Swords. I think that you came to the end of a line, but I think it's almost like you had enough. I think that this is the root issue, but the root issue is also a card that references the past as well, the deep, dark past and the root issue. So basically, the root issue is all about the Ten of Swords. Now, Ten of Swords represents when somebody gets betrayed. They get hurt, they get backstabbed. It's the Lord of Ruin is the Ten of Swords. But also the Ten of Swords says, well, you know, I've come to the end of a really pain, but this person hasn't really. If you look at the card, I always advise people to look at pictures on cards because they'll tell you a lot of stuff. Sorry, my hands are awfully dry. I hate it when they get dry because I have to show my hands on screen. I don't wear nail polish or anything, I know, but they do. I like my hands to look moist, and when they get dry, it really gets on my nerves a little bit. But you know, the Ten of Swords is in your root issue. So what's it all about? You got hurt. Is the Ten of Swords, basically, for some of you Sagittarians. You got really hurt. And some of the effects are probably still with you now, because you can see on this particular card, Sagittarius, look, he's not just lying on the ground. He's got, look at that, it's quite a violent card actually. He's got one hand into putting a knife, I think, into his abdomen. He's got a black cat clawing at him. He's got another person with like a pitchfork, like a small gardening tool, jabbing at him with that. I mean, he's being really beaten up quite nastily. Really beaten up. He's got demons around him and everything. This is his own worst nightmare, this guy's. And because it's Swords energy, sometimes the Swords energy is about being mentally overburdened. So the root issue is that some of you guys have been betrayed, you've been hurt, and you're also quite mentally overburdened with that Ten of Swords. But the good thing is you're showing us the Ace of Wands. You're saying, well, you know, yeah, I got hurt, I got beaten up mentally, I got betrayed, and it still affects me to this day. However, I'm ready to start something new. I'm ready to paint a new picture. I'm ready to put the situation to bed with this Ace of Wands. In the past, around that Ace, in the recent past, the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups in the recent past, it might be that you have, some of you guys, it might be, because this is the root issue. Feeling hurt, feeling betrayed, but also in the past you were hurt and you were betrayed, and it stayed with some of you guys. You can see the knives going in here. You've been mentally burdened. But I think around that in the recent past, you've come out of that. You're ready to kind of start experiencing something new with this Page of Cups energy. The Page of Cups is all about new relationships, and it's all about that fantasy and that dream and that childish quality. You're ready to investigate and you're ready to explore new relationships and new love. I'm seeing two cards where, number one, you guys Sagittarius looking forward to exploring new relationships and new love, and there you are ready to make a fresh start with the Ace of Wands despite this negative energy showing up here. It's really good actually. What's influencing you, challenging you guys is, well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of hurt that was incurred here. The Five of Swords, you know, a lot of hurt. And also the Five of Swords is not just about a lover hurting you. It's about the mind games that people play. It's about the damage that people do to us that leave us feeling less than valuable, that leave us feeling, with the Five of Swords, a sense of low self-esteem. And your challenge is your low self-esteem, because whoever this third swordsman is here, they did this to you. This third swordsman here did this. Okay, so they really undermined you. They not only hurt you, they mentally played games with you. They probably put you down for some of you Sagittarians. They probably made you feel like you weren't worth much. They probably, mentally, communicatively, verbally abused you with this Five of Swords energy. And it's your challenge, because your challenge with the Five of Swords, not only that you're feeling hurt, but also some of you guys are feeling very low self-esteem because you were hurt in a really, really bad way. But in the recent past, you've just been following your dreams. You might have had a flirtation as well in the recent past with someone here with the Page of Cups energy. Could have been a flirtation with a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian. But this would be a pretty young person, somebody who looks young if they're not young, or somebody who's got a youngish outlook. You guys as a significator are showing as being, oh my God, you're showing as being the Eight of Swords, okay? I think that some of you guys have a lot of burdens. I think that some of you guys might have children, Sagittarius. Because the Eight of Swords, if you look at this card, this person's trapped. They're trapped by the crying child. They're trapped by the pets. This is mental entrapment, is the Eight of Swords, okay? So I think that right now, I think that you are ready to start anew. I think that you're confident, you're ambitious, you're determined with this Ace of Wands energy. You've got all of these new ideas that you've been focusing on with the Ace of Wands. You're passionate with this Ace of Wands to start anew with the Ace of Wands energy. But I feel that as a significator, there are certain things within your life that are holding you back. But this is testimony, in a way, Sagittarius, to who you are. It's a really bloody good reading, because you've not only had to contend with this Ten of Swords, brutal betrayal, feeling let down, feeling absolutely hurt, having these wounds inflicted on you time and time again, probably by some narcissistic, what's the word I'm looking for? Game player, mental game player, somebody who's a cheat, somebody who's a liar with that Five of Swords, who really did impact your self-esteem. You've not only had to deal with all of that, you've also had to deal with the Eight of Swords energy, because you're showing as people at the moment, even though you're ready for that fresh start and you are open to a bit of play here, you're showing with the Eight of Swords, as really being in a place where this is either your significator is saying that you're finding that you're in some form of a mental trap, something that you can't literally release yourself from, or it could be some of you guys have very, very hectic lifestyles with that Eight of Swords. You've got a lot of pressure going on within your lives with the Eight of Swords, your personal life, your working life, but also some of you guys as a significator might be showing as people who are fairly kind of what's the word? There's a word that I'm looking for with this. You seem to be restricted. I think that some of you guys are mentally restricted. I want to see what that Eight of Swords is about, actually. What's this Eight of Swords about? What's this Eight of Swords about? Okay, that's one dropped out for Sagittarius. Well, the Seven of Coins energy showing it. So it's probably in terms of your work with the Seven of Coins. I feel there's a lot of frustration here. You're showing us people who are very, very frustrated, okay? Because this is all about you waiting for something to grow, waiting for something to develop. I want to see what it is, because you put a lot of hard work into something here, Sagittarius, but you're waiting for it to evolve. You're waiting for something to evolve within your life. I want to see what it is that you're waiting to evolve within your life, what it is. Because I'm seeing you guys as being very frustrated. This is to do with money, business, So a lot of you guys, this isn't, this is about you guys feeling a great deal of frustration with the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is to feel frustration as well. And I feel as a significator, you're showing as being quite frustrated. You've been waiting with the Seven of Coins energy for a long time for the Page of Coins. And I'm not reading this as a person. I'm reading this with the Page of Coins, because Page of Coins and the Eight and the Seven of Coins, the Seven of Coins is money. It's also about the hard work that you put into something. You're waiting to see what you can get out of it. And I'm asking, well, what's this about? The Page of Coins could be a new business with this Page of Coins energy. It could be a new endeavour, a financial endeavour, for example. The Page of Coins also references things like paying money off or paying things in installments. So it might be you guys are waiting here. You're waiting to see what comes about from something that you've invested in here with the Page of Coins. Maybe some of you guys are looking to be discharged from a bill or something like that. I feel that there is a money issue going on around some of you guys. It's not all about love. Not on top of a money issue or a work issue or a business issue. It might be the Page of Coins anyway, energies where you're feeling frustrated, waiting to see what comes about, results. What is it about? the Page of Coins, well, this is an award as well. When you get the Page of Coins, you're being awarded something. So maybe this is you guys being awarded a job or getting back some compensation with that Page of Coin, being paid something here. So you're waiting for something financial or work related here, and it's frustrating you. So on top of all of that stuff, you guys are now ready to start again. You've been really hurt here. Your challenge is the Five of Swords, getting your self-esteem back, because you have been really taken, you know, you've been taken around the houses with this individual. And yet in the recent past, the Page of Cups, you've had all of these wonderful ideas. You've been really invested in new romance. You've probably done a bit of flirting, or somebody's probably flirted with you. Now, as a result of this energy here, the focus for you guys in terms of your love lives is the sun. You're looking at it you're going to heal. You're focusing on the sun. So you're focusing on positivity here, which is really, really lovely, Sagittarius. Oh my God, the amount that you guys are going through here. And yet what I'm seeing is just this formidable character that comes through. It's unbelievable. It's really beautiful. It really is. And this is what I love to see. I love it to see when people go through shit, and when they're going through really kind of hard times in terms of their career and money and that type of thing. And yet, despite all of that, despite your challenges being that you've been hurt, you've been let down with the Five of Swords, your self-esteem, your confidence has taken a real knock with the Five of Swords energy, you still focus on positive new beginnings and relationships. You're still focusing on having a relationship, a positive one, a happy... You're saying, you know what? I've been through all of this hurt, but things are going to get better here with the sun. Now, as a result of that, the most likely outcome for your love lives between now and December 2018 the Ace of... Well, what else could it be? What else could it be? With all of this positive energy that you guys are exuding, what else could it be? The Ace of Cups. More than likely, you're going to have, not only is there healing here with the Ace of Cups, but this is new love with this Ace of Cups energy. I want to see if it can show us who the new love is with, actually. Because Ace of Cups is new relationships and new love. It's a new attraction. So let's have a look at who this Ace of Cups is with, if it can show us. Who is this Ace of Cups with this new relationship with as the most likely outcome? Showing here. Oh, with the Ten of Swords energy. Could be a... Oh, that's interesting. It's saying it's with the Ten of Swords. There's a new relation, and I asked who is the relationship with, and so the person that it's showing me is a Ten of Swords. This might be somebody who's very, very burdened. That might be a very... But it shows somebody who's like overwhelmed by a lot of stuff. Remember with the tarot, you've got to learn how to read the cards differently. You don't always read this as being betrayal. Even though we've got Ten of Swords there, this is... I mean, you know, it could be saying to us, more than likely you're healing over this betrayal. Do you see what I mean? Because you've been betrayed there. So more than likely, if we read it as a combination, more than likely what you'll find is that you're healing Ace of Cups over this betrayal, Ten of Swords. Okay? Because you have been betrayed. Okay? You have, some of you guys have, but you'll heal over that. If I'm saying, well, who is this new, this is a new relationship, who's it with? It's with a Ten of Swords person. Maybe you've got someone coming in who's got a lot of responsibility. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who deals with the mind with the Ace of Ten of Swords energy. Okay? Maybe this person's got a lot of responsibility in terms of being a mother, or in terms of, you know, nurturing others, for example, with the Empress. Maybe this person's overwhelmed. They've got a lot of things that they've got to do in terms of, you know, nurturing, caring for another individual, for example. But that's the most likely outcome based on all of these aspects here. Coming in, what you're going to experience, though, November to December, is the Six of Coins. So I think that, you know, because this is a love reading, and because this is for singles and those looking for love, I feel that you're going to experience a time of being quite popular. The Six of Coins is not just about give and take. I only read this as give and take relationships when you're actually in one. Do you see what I mean? If you've been in something long term, then that comes up as give and take. It comes up as helping each other out. It comes up as giving your partner money. It comes up as you feeding the partner. It comes up as, you know, doing shopping, sharing the responsibilities to do with childcare. If this is you being single, then this is popular, because there are people here who are showing you attention and you're giving your... So this is you in the immediate future, Sagittarius. What you're going to experience with the Six of Coins, it's either that you're going to experience somebody who gets a lot of attention with the Six of Coins, could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual, or what you'll experience is you being in the limelight and people coming to you, okay, and you being the one in control. Remember, this is the merchant. The merchant has the control as to who it's going to pay its attention to. Influences coming in around this are the High Priestess energy showing here. I think there's a lot of secrecy. I think there is a lot of things that aren't being divulged here. I think, I mean, influences around, it depends on how you want to read that High Priestess. High Priestess is often in a love reading, show people who can be very, very, very withdrawn. They can be very aloof. So influences around this, it might be that you're dealing with, I think because it's a new thing that's happening for some of you Sagittarians, I feel that this is either you guys who are in the running with another individual. So it might be that you are one of the beggars here and you're saying to this individual, pay attention to me. Okay, so it might be that in the immediate future, some of you guys are playing with a player. Because the Six of Coins is player energy as well. He's got people that are showing interest. This person is control of people who are really interested. So it might be that some of you guys are playing with a player, potentially here. You might be with this Six of Coins energy. And the influence is coming in around this. It might be for some of you guys, Sagittarius, the energy of the High Priestess would probably suggest that you choose to stay away from the situation. It might be if you're dealing with a player, maybe they've got someone else. High Priestesses often show other women or other men. Or maybe there's some form of secrecy going on here. Because the High Priestess takes time to learn as well. So it might be that, you're playing the field. This could be you guys playing the field, and it might be influences coming in of the High Priestess. So it might be influences of something spiritual or something to do with your intuition. I'll see what that High Priestess is about, actually. What's the High Priestess about? Oh, right, so let's have a look. Okay, so the Knight of Wands and the Two of Cups. It might be that your intuition, this is all about your intuition here. Now, the Knight of Wands for me is somebody who just wants a quick relationship. Some people don't explain it that way, but he's running out of this. He's got his back turned to that Two of Cups, and I do a lot of tarot interaction. So he's not pursuing this. He's running out of it. He's got his back turned. So it might be that your intuition tells you that this relationship isn't going to last long. Maybe you're dealing with this Knight of Wands. And that's why I feel that this Six of Pentacles isn't you. I think what you're experiencing here is that you've got a player coming in for some of you Sagittarians with that Six of Pentacles energy. And I think influences around this is all about your intuition. Your intuition is telling you that this person's going to run out on this relationship. They're not going to stick around with it. Oh, sorry about this. They're not going to stick around with this relationship showing here. Okay. Now, hopes or fears. Four of Wands. What you really want is just a happy relationship, a joyful relationship. What you want is marriage. Your hopes are to build a successful relationship with someone with the Four of Wands energy. The overall outcome from these two energies showing here. Oh, the Emperor. I think the Emperor is drawing boundaries. I don't like the look of this together. I don't like the fact that the Knight of Wands is, after he's had his fun with the Two of Cups energy, rushes out of it and faces into something else. I'm going to draw another card and see where that Knight of Wands is rushing off to. I want to see what goes in front of the Knight of Wands. Showing here. Let's have a look. The Page of Swords. So he might be rushing into doing a hit on somebody else, because Page of Swords in a love reading is somebody who wants a quickie relationship. They tell you all of the right things, but he's a quick hitter, is the Page of Swords. He'll talk to you, he'll feed you, he'll take you out for meals, blah, blah, blah. He'll sleep with you and then he leaves. These, for me, are neither one of these. And actually, that's the funny thing, actually, Sagittarius, because that's you. Oh. I forgot. Sagittarius is the Knight of Wands. That's actually you. Okay. I think this is still your intuition, but I think this is you. I think that you're dealing with a player in the immediate future, and I feel influence is coming in around this player. Your intuition is telling you that you need to kind of skip out of this relationship, probably because what you're facing is a Page of Swords. Somebody who just wants to have a quick hit, who wants to have a good time but doesn't want anything serious. And that's usually the character of the Page of Swords, which is why I always say to clients, and I always say to people that I'm reading for on YouTube or whatever, it's important to study the court cards. Who are they? What do they do? Page of Swords in a love reading is somebody who is young. Okay, he likes nice clothes. He's also the type of person that likes to experiment. So because he's so analytical, because he likes to research, because he's somebody who likes to find out what this is and what that is. He's the type of person that will say, "Oh, That's not, I wonder what a threesome would be like. He's the type of person that would want a threesome sex, or he's the type of person that would be into sadomasochism, the Page of Swords. He's the type of person that would want to, you know, just experience loads of different things in relationship. He's not a King of Cups, he's not a traditionalist, is the Page of Swords. He's young and he's thirsty for knowledge. So this is you actually, I forgot. This is actually Sagittarius. And your intuition, I think, is telling you that you need to skip out on dating this individual because you know that what you're following or what you're moving towards is somebody who's going to have a little bit of a joke. Somebody's going to be, this person just wants a random relationship. Hence, I think with the Six of Coins, them showing as a bit of a player. Six of Coins is also a player person. This is a dude that kind of shares his attention between many. There's many hands out and this person's sharing their attention. So your intuition says, I better not, I don't want to focus on this. I'm the Knight of Wands now. Sagittarius says, I better skip out on dating this person because I know that what I'm facing is some douchebag who just wants to experiment with me, see what I'm like, and then possibly go off to something else. I think there's somebody coming in that you're probably just not going to trust because your hopes are to find this. You want to find true love with the Four of Wands. The overall outcome is the Emperor. I think that you draw boundaries around this. I'll see what the Emperor is about. But I feel that the only way I can really look at this, I'm not reading this as being a new person here. It wouldn't make any sense to follow the story round. I just feel that you draw boundaries with the Emperor energy. And what are these boundaries? What is this card about, the Emperor? Why is the Emperor in the outcome? I think that I'll put the word drawing boundaries. You're going to draw boundaries on this situation, Sagittarius, by December. Let's have a look in 2 cards what that might be about. Well, you've got the Devil here. The Devil here is a rotten, toxic relationship showing up here. So you've got the Devil and the Ace of Coins. So if we break it down, Devil card in terms of a relationship is seduction. Okay. This is about being tempted. And this might be your temptation as the Devil energy. So this might be you being tempted here with the Devil energy. And the Ace of Coins is about investing in a relationship. So committing yourself or building something up or building a relationship from the ground upwards. I feel that you guys draw boundaries around this temptation to invest in this relationship because the Ace of Coins is to value and invest in a relationship. And you're not going to invest in the person here because you don't trust them. I am seeing somebody coming in, but I think there's somebody that you don't trust here. Not because you distrust, but because you're clever. The High Priestess is an intuitive card, so she's not going to be the type of person who will say, I don't trust you because of my own shit. This person is going to be completely independent of any bullshit that she's experienced because it's all about her intuition. That's what it's about, you know. So here, let's get the reading again. Between November and December, it's not to say you're not going to have love coming in because it is your birthday month, but I can't help what happens on your birthday month. Do you see what I mean? I just can't help that. You guys are ready, Ace of Wands. You're ready to initiate new relationship because that's what the Ace of Wands is. It's about initiation. If you show as an Ace of Wands, you're upbeat, you're positive, you're excited, you're enthusiastic, you're driven, you're ambitious, you're motivated. You're all of those things and you've got this canvas here. So you're ready to start initiating something new. You're ready to initiate a relationship. That's what you show us here. And I feel that the root issue, why this is happening, is because you have been hurt in the past. You were betrayed, you were let down significantly by another individual with that Ten of Swords energy. And I think it still affects you, okay? But I feel that in the recent past, you have been possibly some of you guys flirting, dating a little bit with the Page of Cups energy showing here. Could be maybe with the, you know, water signs, that type of thing. But I also feel in the recent past, you've kind of been very, very, very involved in your heads. You've been very involved in the dream of having the perfect relationship, the most loving relationship with the Page of Cups. You've been very focused on that energy because what's affecting you or what's challenging you is that you have been hurt and you have lost some of your self-esteem with that Five of Swords energy. But I feel that despite that energy, you're still focusing on the positive with the Sun. I think some of you guys are still very much focusing on, well, you know what, I'm going to heal through this. I was hurt, but I want to start again. I want to initiate new relationships. I'm ready to do that. I'm feeling positive about it. I've been hurt. You know, that's the challenge for me. I've been hurt. Somebody played mind games with me. Somebody cut me out. I've been left bruised and battered. I've got low self-esteem. And the root issue is that they did betray me. And I really was ruined through all of that. but I have been looking at my dreams in the recent past, and I have wanted to get involved with other people and thought about, well, what could life be like if I just looked at things in a more positive way? You know, despite the fact that for some of you Sagittarians, you know, I am feeling frustrated because I've not only got this to contend with, also I've been waiting for some form of reward to come through, and that reward that comes through, it could be a check that is owed to me. Page of Coins, it's a check. Page of Coins, it could be money that is due to me, money that should have been paid to me with the Page of Coins energy. It might be I've been waiting for developments in terms of a job with the Page of Coins, or something that I invested in, like a business. So it's money. You know, your significance is saying that you're feeling a little bit frustrated about your work or about a money situation, on top of somebody hurting you, and your challenge being the Five of Swords energy, in which you found that their mind games, the way that they were with you, has really diminished your self-esteem. You know, but as a result of that, you're saying, well, you know what, I'm not going to worry about it because tomorrow is a better day and I'm going to heal from this with the sun. And more than likely, you're going to have new love here. Now, I asked, well, what is this new love? Who is the new love with? It's with a Ten of Swords person. So the Ten of Swords person has probably got a lot on their plate. Maybe they've got a lot on their plate in terms of the responsibilities that they have as the Empress. Maybe this person, if you're a man, maybe this person's got kids, for example. Maybe they've got loads of kids or something like that. If you're a woman, it might be they've got a lot of responsibilities on their shoulders. It might be in terms of their own mother, or in terms of a maternal figure in their life with that Empress energy, or in terms of the amount of help or, you know, nurturing that they've got to give to an individual. Maybe they've got a lot on their plate in terms of where they work. Maybe they work in farming or agriculture or something like that. And for some of you guys, it will be that you're going to heal. More than likely, you're going to heal over this this betrayal that you faced, and you will be starting to create something bigger and better, maybe with the Empress energy showing there as well. However, coming in, what I'm seeing, Sagittarius, is a bit of a player. You'll experience the Six of Coins. It's too early to say it's a give and take relationship. With who? With what? Can't really see anybody here, so this must be a player. Six of Coins is also a player in terms of love. Okay, this person plays the field, so you're just going to experience somebody who's playing the field here. But I feel the influences coming in are, your intuition tells you, I really shouldn't be dating. I don't want to date this individual because I just get the impression they're a bit of a likely lad. They're a little bit of a, you know, a bit of a player. Again, is the Page of Swords. They want to experiment with me and others to see what it is they want, and I'm not looking for that. Because your hopes are the Four of Wands. You want to find a happy, settled, loving relationship, someone who you can settle down with, have children with, perhaps marriage. And the overall outcome, I think, with the Emperor energy is you draw boundaries over this situation. So you basically control the situation. You put those boundaries and those walls up, because this is about your seduction, or being seduced into thinking, perhaps with this Ace of Coins, that you can invest in this situation. So you draw boundaries around being tempted to invest in this situation with the Ace of Coins. Okay, I do think that you are coming from a place of real intelligence. And remember, it's a general reading, so some of you guys are going to find the love of your life in the next couple of months. You really will. And some of you guys this will resonate with. You know, but this is a bloody brilliant reading because it shows intelligence. You've coped with a lot, some of you Sagittarius, and you're still getting up every morning and saying, you know what, praise be to God. Tomorrow is a better day, and I'm healing still. And you are healing. It's a really, really good reading. But what it says to me in the reading, Sagittarius, you're not willing to take any prisoners. You're not willing to take any bullshit. As soon as you get that intuition through the High Priestess, that you as the Knight of Wands should not be dating or in any way, shape or form allowing yourself to congregate in some form of a union with this person, because you know what you're going to be getting. You know what you're moving towards, which is a player. The Page of Swords is a player in a love reading. You say, forget it. I'm going to act responsibly. The outcome is being responsible. Emperor, drawing those boundaries. Those boundaries are, well, temptation. So the Emperor, sometimes these two cards can be a boss who is, you know, overbearing. But if you think about the two cards, this is control and one of them is out of control. Even though both of them, the Devil is in control of these, but the Devil is also a card about seduction. So this can be about controlling your urges, because this is all about the urges that we have. Maybe you're going to control your urges to invest, because the Ace of Coins is about investing in a relationship, planting a seed. And I will control my urge with the Devil energy to invest in this relationship. So some of you guys are just going to say, you know what, I could go there because I'm ready to do it here despite everything else. But you know that it would just be a distraction because you've got this shit going on here as well. You really have. You've got a lot of shit going on with your kids, with money, with work, whatever it is. And you know that you've been quite vulnerable, but you're still keeping optimistic and it's working. But one thing you don't want is anyone that's going to bring any bullshit into your life in the next couple of months. So what I'm seeing for you guys is that really, you know, there is interest. I wouldn't even call it love. I say there's certainly somebody coming in that's showing interest, but this person's a bit of a player and I think you know it. Your intuition tells you really, I need to back the fuck off from this individual. Draw some boundaries about it because I need to control my urge with that devil energy, probably to invest in this individual. You know that you'd be investing because you'd be playing to this energy here, and that's not what you want to do. It's a brilliant, brilliant reading. It just shows a mature, very grown-up Sagittarius from what I can see. You don't need a man or a woman. What you want is someone. And if you want someone, you know it's going to be worth the wait. All right, that is your reading, guys. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.